up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FIFA 18 Ultimate Team Squad Builder. Now it's going to be my first TOTS Squad Builder. Team of the season is finally here to save us all. Now, I hope you guys are excited for Team of the Season, because I am, and I like what the sort of plan is with EA. We've got some stuff to actually do, and if you didn't already see my squad, not my squad builder, my video from like in the middle of the night, I'll leave a link in the top right corner. Make sure you check it out on how to get yourself a free TOTS player, and today's squad is going to be based around that TOTS player. So in goal, I've gone with 89 Yashin. You need like an icon goalkeeper here to really help yourself out, because of Team of the Season Bamba, who features in this squad. Unless I'm sure you guys can find another way around it. Is there an Ivory Coast goalie on the game that's usable? Let me know. And also, if you do enjoy, smash that thumbs up button. Let me know what TOTS players you want to see content around over the next few weeks. Moving on into the defence then. We've got Jordi Alba at left back. We've got right back of Serge Aurier. Now, Aurier's a fantastic option. I need him because he's from the Ivory Coast, and that's going to link me to TOTS Bamba, which we'll get onto in a minute. And you might be wondering, I got TOTS Gaia in a pack last night. Why am I not using him at left back? Well, I sold him because he was like 100k. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to make the money on him, and I'm sure he's already dropped past that now. So I could always go ahead and buy him back. I then bought Bamba because I just genuinely wanted to use this guy. I was curious to see if this 88 rated Ivory Coast centre-back was any good. Well, he actually was. I was pleasantly surprised by how usable he was in-game for me. Linking him up to Eric Bailly, one of the finest centre-backs on this game. He just genuinely is, and has been great all year, always will continue to be good. You just know how it is. So moving on into the midfield now, we've got like Prem and Spaniards. So that's where we're going to be going with this. The only Spaniard not in the midfield, or the only player that isn't a Spaniard in the midfield, should I say, is Yaya Toure. FUT birthday, premium SBC, whatever you want to call him. 86 rated Yaya, links. Gets a strong link to David Silva, which we'll get onto in a moment. And I think he's a great, well-rounded player on this game. We then have Andres Iniesta. I wanted to include him because, well, he announced that he's going to be retiring, right? He's going to be leaving Barcelona. I don't know whether that means fully retiring or moving to a different club, but ending his time with Barca. How very sad that is. What an absolute gem and a legend of the game. Always has been one of the greatest. So we'll be sorely missed, I'm sure. Ander Herrera comes into the squad. FUTWIZ version, not FUT birthday, I nearly said. FUTWIZ version of Ander Herrera. Very, very solid version of him. Even the regulars good. So if you don't have FUTWIZ, just pick up the regular. You'll do just fine. And then I've stocked 92 rated David Silva in the squad today to see. I used him a few weeks ago in the random pick, I believe it was. Well, I thought he was alright, but not the most usable player. Let's see today if he actually can be someone that's half decent on the game with his great dribbling and great passing stats. Let's see if I can use him. Now, moving on to the strike force. This is what it's all about. I've got an icon in here, Patrick Kluivert. You could go with a Spanish striker and that would work, but I figured I would go with someone that I could trust alongside a new player that I don't know anything about, and it is 91 Kluivert. Like, I love him. I nearly stuck R9 in the squad, but I figured that might completely blow the budget. And you could pick up various options. You could literally go with any icon striker you want. Some of them are as cheap as like 200 and something thousand coins right now, so it doesn't add a huge amount of budget to a huge amount of coins to your total cost. And then we have the free player, Carlos Lopez. We unlocked him by playing squad battles yesterday, and like I said, I will put a video in the top right corner of how you can unlock him, best sort of tips and guides to unlocking this player. You can see what his in-game stats look like there, and the squad is basically a team that I wanted to use featuring this guy. Now, it's not the easiest to link him because I'm pretty sure he's in the Polish league, I think, and yeah, like 84 rated with the good pace, the good dribbling, the good shooting. That looks like a usable card, but it's just a case of actually getting players to fit the squad. And as you can see, I've gone with 2 Spaniards and an icon when it comes to actually getting those 3 sort of weak links that he needs. Because you're not going to find a strong link for this player really because, well, the Polish league has not got a huge amount to offer. And, well, icons, there aren't any icon forwards that are Spanish. There's no, like, Butragueno. Nearly forgot how to say his name. It's late, guys. You can probably tell by my eyes. I'm absolutely knackered. TOTS is content, and it means we have to work late into the night to get this stuff ready for you. But I'm excited about it. I'm really excited to actually fully get back to work again. So we're moving on into all of the goals that I was able to score. Had a pretty successful run with this team. Like it was a lot of fun. You can tell by the starting 11 that I've put out there that it's going to be something that does quite well. The only two players that I'm not really certain about are David Silva and Iniesta in terms of like how they play on FUT. Because as great as Iniesta is, you know, like I've mentioned earlier, an absolute legend of the game. So much success in his career. He just can never actually be that great on FIFA. Just because of like the way he is, you know, he's a methodical player and an absolute wizard of the game, but not someone that has like a whole bulky physical presence and is super quick, which works on FUT, you know. So, and it's the same problem with David Silva. I've got the 92 rated one here. I mean, if we get, typically I think Prem TOTS comes after the Community TOTS, so next week would be the Prem TOTS, and I would imagine David Silva would get in that, and he would be incredibly high rated, right? So we're talking like a 95, 96 David Silva, and would he be usable on the game? Would he feel like a 96 rated player? I highly doubt it, because as good as this one is, and you know, and he got me loads of assists and stuff. He actually really did get me quite a lot of assists, more than one a game, I'm pretty sure. He's just not, he just doesn't cut it on FIFA, you know. We really are lacking the pace and the shooting ability, and that's just how it is. I don't know if they'll ever figure out a way for players like that to work, to really feel like the overall rating that they are. But, you know, so be it, and we'll use the meta. I guess a lot of people they'll just default towards using whatever's meta on the game and fits the bill. But we now move on to the goals that I was able to score with Carlos Lopez. Now, if you guys want to know a lot more detail into this player, tonight at 6 PM over on the FUTWIZ channel, I can leave a link up there to that, and there's always a link down below in the description to the FUTWIZ channel. I run that, and I do the FUTWIZ player reviews over there 4 times a week at least, and I'm going to be delving into a Carlos Lopez review. So you can see the goals that I've got here, and I can talk briefly about him for the rest of this video. But if you want to know in depth and is he worth your time to go out and get, and what sort of pros and cons that he's got, then I highly recommend you go over there and check that out. And there's going to be so many FUTWIZ player reviews coming up over the coming weeks and months that it's not a bad idea to go over there and sub, you know. So he's a right-footed player, and we scored lots and lots of goals with him. I think my ratio was ridiculous in the end. I know that when I'm using a player like this, I'm probably trying to get the ball to him. Like, we only scored a couple goals with Kluivert, which is unusual because I love Kluivert, right? So I always gravitate towards him. But this time he sort of turned provider, which was fine because actually this little player could finish, and we scored a whole bunch of goals. There's one area that I would recommend staying away from, and that would be like long shots, because we had a brief look at the in-game stats there, and they definitely weren't the greatest, but yeah, you know, he can still score and from inside the box and all of that type of stuff. And I just wanted to put a squad together featuring this player, using the weak links. You know, I've gone towards 2 Spaniards and an icon, but I'm pretty sure Kluivert could be any Spanish striker that you wanted, and that would still work, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, in terms of that, you've got like Diego Costa, you've got Morata, I think like Iago Aspas has got some pretty cool central cards, I'm pretty sure. But like I said, I wanted to gravitate towards something that I knew because Carlos Lopez was like this player I've never used before. I can see his stats before going in game, but I never know how he's going to perform. So at least I could rely on Kluivert to be a good player. But overall, I enjoyed Lopez, and he actually wasn't too bad at all. So yeah, just literally off of that basis, spending an hour of your time to get yourself a free TOTS player doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world. You know, this is the sort of content that we've been asking for, and they're actually delivering by giving us like a reason to play the game. I'm imagining it won't always be squad battles, which is probably one of the negatives that you guys are seeing. Like, you don't like to play against a computer. But why not? Play for an hour, get this guy, test him out in a squad like this, and many others like it, like full Spanish teams and stuff, and let me know how you get on. Do me a favour, hit that thumbs up button if you have enjoyed the video. Don't forget to sub if you're new around here. Have a great day, guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace.